Okay guys, the time has come. We are moving along efficiently with the Captain Marvel Adventures. I did the wet cleaning as indicated, and now I am getting ready for the deacidification of the cover. So I think this cover has went through enough with the wet and dry cleaning, and now it's time to use my mixture of calcium hydroxide and methyl cellulose. Right now, 3 tablespoons of calcium hydroxide are in the hot water in the beaker with 1.5 tablespoons of methyl cellulose. Make sure you wear gloves and make sure that you wear a mask when you are dealing with this. I used gloves in mixing it. Once it's in liquid form and it dissolves, I took the gloves off. But each to their own, and do it however you want to do it. But you should wear the gloves. So I'm going to let this dissolve a little bit more. Then we're going to fill the tub up with some warm water. Usually I put 3 pitchers of water, 3 full pitchers, which is 3 liters of water, or actually it's a gallon approximately, so 3 gallons of water. Now I do use tap water, which, as I indicated in the past, I do have a double filtration in my house, a charcoal filter and another filter, which I feel does a good job. So stay tuned. I'm going to fill this up with water and we're going to get going. Okay, guys, we are ready. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to put on my gloves, because I am going to be now putting the chemical into the 3 gallons in the bath. So what do we got here? We have the calcium hydroxide and methyl cellulose. I'm going to stir it up, mix it up one more time. You want to let this dissolve in hot water as long as it takes in order for the solution, or for the powdered chemical, to dissolve. So you see there on the bottom, there is some of the powder, and that generally is the methyl cellulose, because it does gel up. As you all know, I have my gel that I use for the adhesive. Now we have the cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it between 2 grates, and we are going to submerge the cover into the bath of the chemicals. And we're going to let this sit in the chemicals for a good 25 minutes or so. Okay, guys, it's been around 10 minutes. And what I want to do now is I want to agitate the water with the chemicals in it in order to circulate the process. So I'm going to put my gloves on so I don't have any critique. And we're going to hold down the grate. And we're going to move the grates in order to circulate the water. These grates are a little too big for this bucket. I should have used my smaller ones. But I'm getting it. Just take your time. Things are not perfect when you do these things, but we do try. That's the first grate. Okay, there we go. I want to take this to the side, and then I want to stir the solution. And we're going to put it back in. Let's do it with the cover down this time. And you want to slowly lower it in. And we'll put this on top. And we'll let it stay there for another 10-15 minutes or so. So stay tuned. Okay guys, it's been 25 minutes since this book or cover has been soaking in the deacidification solution. And what we're gonna do now is we are going to take it out. We're going to inspect it, and then we are going to place it between our press and let it dry, and we'll take it from there. So let's lift it up slowly, let it cascade down. Let's see what we got here. Let me remove the top grate. Excuse my oil burner. So here is the back of the cover. It looks pretty good. We'll cascade, shake it off so we can get the solution off. Let's flip it around. Let's take a look at the front. It's hard to tell how it came out until it actually dries, but I do still see some of the marks on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set this up a little bit better in relation to moving the tub and whatnot, and then stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back and we are done with the deacidification of the cover. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we are going to place it between our trusty pieces of glass. We know the whole method. We're going to put this down just like that. And what this is going to do, it will dry it nice and flat. And I will then change the paper towels periodically. By changing the paper towels periodically, we will have it where it absorbs the water, similar to blotting paper. But I used to use blotting paper, but it's pretty expensive. And I use a lot of blotting paper for what I do. So this works perfectly fine. So we're going to keep it in the glass. Next upload, we're going to see how it turned out. And then we're going to discuss structural changes or structural repair of this cover. What are we going to do? Leaf casting or some other method as discussed? Only time will tell, so stay tuned.